Section 1. Clearing the air, what was said versus what is true. Reports began to circulate with alarming speed across Greene County. These reports primarily surfaced on a Monday afternoon, which we understand to be May 19, 2025. Social media platforms were particularly active, quickly spreading the information. UVIR Channel 29. News also contributed to these initial reports. The central claim was quite a serious one, alleging that the Greene County Board of Supervisors, often referred to as the BOS, had taken a drastic step. They had supposedly suspended the operations of the Ruckersville Volunteer Fire Company, Inc., an organization with a long and established presence in the community, which is quite a big deal. This news, as you can imagine, caused a fair bit of stir. The Ruckersville Volunteer Fire Company, or RVFC, isn't just any organization. It has been serving the local area for a remarkable 76 years. To hear that its operations were suddenly suspended by the county's governing body would understandably lead to widespread concern and a lot of questions from residents. People depend on their local fire services, and any disruption, or even the rumor of a disruption, is bound to make folks uneasy. The community was looking for clarity on what was actually happening with their fire protection services and the future of this historic volunteer company. However, the very next day, on Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, a significant clarification came forward. Steve Catalano, who holds the position of chair for the Greene County Board of Supervisors, stepped in to address the swirling rumors. He stated very clearly that the reports claiming the BOS had suspended the RVFC were incorrect. This directly contradicted the information that had been circulating for the previous 24 hours. According to Catalano, the Board of Supervisors did not vote to close the Ruckersville Volunteer Fire Company. This official statement aimed to quell the growing anxiety and correct the public record regarding the BOS's actions. So what is actually going on? While Chair Catalano denied a formal suspension or closure vote by the BOS, he did confirm a crucial operational change. For an interim period, Greene County Dispatch Services will not be toning out or alerting the Ruckersville Volunteer Fire Company's apparatus for emergency calls. This means that while the RVFC itself hasn't been officially disbanded by a BOS vote, its active participation in emergency response through county dispatch is temporarily paused. This distinction is important, not a formal suspension of the company by the BOS, but a temporary halt in their dispatch for active calls, which has a similar immediate effect on their operations. Section 2. Behind closed doors, the context of county deliberations. The situation with the Ruckersville Volunteer Fire Company likely didn't just appear out of thin air. It's understood that the Greene County Board of Supervisors held a closed session. This session took place prior to their regular public meeting on May 13, 2025. While the specific details of closed sessions are, by their nature, not public, it's believed that ongoing issues concerning the RVFC were discussed. The agenda item for this closed discussion was reportedly listed under the broad topic of public safety, a category that would certainly encompass the operations and conduct of a local fire company. These private discussions are often where sensitive matters are initially thrashed out. It's important to understand a bit about how these closed sessions work, legally speaking. In Virginia, the Freedom of Information Act, commonly known as FOIA, places specific restrictions on public bodies like the Board of Supervisors. One of the key rules is that voting on official matters is not permitted during closed meetings. Decisions that legally bind the county or its entities must be made in an open public session where the public can observe the proceedings and the votes of their elected officials. This ensures transparency and accountability in local government actions, so any formal decision to suspend or alter RVFC's status would need to happen in the open. Adding another layer to this unfolding drama, there is a specific legal issue involving a member of the RVFC. One individual from the fire company is scheduled to appear in Greene County General District Court. This court appearance is set for Wednesday, May 21st, 2025, which is today. The member is facing a charge of misdemeanor reckless driving. This isn't a minor traffic ticket, it's a more serious accusation that suggests a significant lapse in judgment while operating a vehicle, particularly an emergency vehicle, which demands an even higher standard of care on the roads. The alleged reckless driving incident is not a recent event but dates back to April 12, 2025. According to the reports, the RVFC member was driving a fire apparatus recklessly while en route to an emergency call. Furthermore, there are allegations that this same individual has continued to drive fire company equipment even after this serious incident. This specific charge and the circumstances surrounding it are clearly a point of major concern for county officials. It raises questions about operational protocols, safety standards, and accountability within the volunteer fire company, contributing to the county's scrutiny. Section 3, under investigation, more than just one incident. The misdemeanor reckless driving charge against one RVFC member while serious is apparently not an isolated issue. Greene County BOS Chair Steve Catalano has indicated that this alleged criminal complaint is just one of several matters that the county is currently investigating. This suggests a broader pattern of concerns rather than a single unfortunate event. When a county official like the board chair makes such a statement, it implies that the scope of the investigation is wider and potentially more complex than just one individual's alleged misconduct. The county seems to be looking into multiple facets of the RVFC's operations or conduct. Beyond the specific reckless driving allegation, Catalano mentioned other unspecified administrative concerns that have also come to the attention of the county government. The term administrative concerns can cover a wide range of issues. This could include things like internal governance, financial management, compliance with county policies, training standards, or other operational procedures. The vagueness of administrative concerns means we don't know the exact nature of these additional problems, but it does confirm that the county's investigation is multifaceted and extends beyond the immediately visible legal case. These various issues, both the specific legal complaint and the more general administrative matters, have evidently escalated to a point where the county government felt compelled to take action. It's not every day that such concerns reach the highest levels of county administration and prompt such direct, albeit interim, measures regarding a volunteer fire company. This indicates that the problems are considered significant enough to warrant intervention from the Board of Supervisors and county staff. The accumulation of these issues seems to have created a situation that officials could no longer overlook or address through less direct means. The county's decision to temporarily halt dispatching RVFC, even without a formal vote to suspend, points to the seriousness with which these investigations are being treated. It's a significant step, reflecting a belief that there are substantial enough concerns to warrant a pause in the company's active emergency response duties while these matters are thoroughly examined. The investigations are ongoing, and presumably their findings will heavily influence any future decisions regarding the Ruckersville Volunteer Fire Company and its role in Greene County's emergency services framework. The focus now is on uncovering the full picture. Section 4. Ensuring safety interim measures and official word. With the Ruckersville Volunteer Fire Company temporarily not being dispatched, a key question arises: who will cover their calls? Greene County officials have put interim measures in place to ensure continuous fire and emergency coverage for Ruckersville's first due area, the primary territory they are responsible for. This is crucial for public safety. The plan involves leveraging existing mutual aid agreements. This means that neighboring fire companies will step in to respond to emergencies in the areas typically covered by RVFC, ensuring no critical gaps in service during this period of investigation and review. Specifically, several fire companies will be toned out to handle calls in Ruckersville's designated response zone. These include the Dyke Volunteer Fire Company and the Stanardsville Volunteer Fire Department, which are both located within Greene County. Additionally, support will come from companies in adjacent areas: the Madison Volunteer Fire Company from Madison County, the Barbersville Volunteer Fire Company, and even the Hollymead Fire Department from Albemarle County. This collaborative approach demonstrates the resilience of the regional emergency response system, relying on pre-established partnerships to maintain community safety when one unit is temporarily offline. These interim coverage plans are not haphazard. They are based on existing mutual aid agreements that are already in place among all three Greene County fire companies and with companies in neighboring jurisdictions. Such agreements are standard practice in emergency services. They ensure that if one department is overwhelmed, or in this case temporarily unable to respond, other departments can seamlessly provide backup. This system of mutual support is fundamental to providing reliable emergency services, especially in areas that rely heavily on volunteer organizations. It's a safety net for the community. To formalize the county's position and provide clarity, BOS Chair Steve Catalano issued a formal statement on behalf of the entire Board of Supervisors on Tuesday, May 20, 2025. This statement aimed to summarize the situation accurately for the public. It reiterated that the BOS had not voted to close RVFC but confirmed the interim measure of not dispatching them. It also touched upon the ongoing investigations into various concerns. This official communication is a vital step in managing public information and ensuring residents understand the actions being taken by their county government to address the situation while maintaining essential emergency services.